¿Qué onda, chicos? Aquí estamos otra vez. I'm kidding. Welcome back, guys. No, welcome back to the This Life podcast. We are here again for another episode. We are here joined with Geo's little sister.
Tim.
Danny calls her Tim.
No, that's my official name now. It's just Tim.
It's just Tim?
I will forever be referred to now as just Tim.
But why is it Tim?
Do you remember when I started calling you
Bro,
Tim?
I don't know. We were playing Monopoly, right?
Yeah,
and you just started calling me Tim, like, out of nowhere.
Were you drunk?
No.
No?
Was
that
I
high?
high?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I couldn't. I'm confused about it.
You're confused? Why Tim, though? Like, why out of all the names?
It's because I told
Do you want
him
me
to call me
Cornelius?
anything. I was
It'd be
like,
better
call
than
me
Tim.
Maria or call me Estrella, but he was just like, nah,
No,
you're
I'm calling you
Tim.
Tim. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, like if you couldn't pronounce Estrella, I don't know how you couldn't pronounce
I can.
Maria.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
wait, I could pronounce Maria. I could pronounce Estrella. But that's fucking Tim.
All right, man. Whatever you want to do, but hopefully with this episode, which as if you didn't see before, we're trying to make this a little bit shorter, so that way we can grab your attention by the balls and hold them.
For longer than 5 minutes?
Yeah, for longer than 5 minutes.
Start making 5-minute episodes.
Swear to God. We gotta start making just TikToks.
Hey, what's up, guys? That's it.
What's up, guys?
It's just Caesar's
Thanks for
intro every time.
Thanks for coming back. All right, goodbye. But we want to start off this episode with a little bit of how Maria hates being Geo's sister. And then we'll hop right into your favorite section, Would You Rather, with your host. I was going to say something inappropriate, but there's children here. I mean, females here. Obed Lema.
There's children.
My bad. Female women here. Sorry.
Female women. You gotta specify
Nowadays, like, I'm sorry if I offended you. Like, I'm sorry. But because your older sister is your half sister,
Yes.
right? But she lived with you guys, but it's not the same being related to this piece of meat.
Piece of meat.
This king. And being full on blood related. Like being not even practically. Did he raise you?
Yeah.
Yeah, not one of you turned out the way you did. That's so no,
I blame him too.
Out of because you have an older brother.
You
Yeah.
were raised by God and came out a peasant.
So you have an older brother, Cesar,
Uh-huh.
Gio, and your little brother, Edward. Who has impacted your life? Well, Kim is your half sister.
Kim is included in this.
She's
okay?
included, but out of your male siblings, who has influenced your life the most?
Definitely Giovanni.
Love you, Edward.
Oh my god.
We support you, Edward. Why?
Definitely Giovanni. Giovanni has always been like my main support system. I've always had, I wouldn't say necessarily problems with the rest of my family, but I just get along with him more, and I feel like he understands me more than most people do.
Okay.
Is it because he's huggable?
Huh?
Some would say he's huggable.
Yeah. Someone out there has said that he's huggable before.
Is that the reason why?
I think in my entire lifetime, I've given Giovanni like 10 hugs.
Tragic. I think I've given him 10 in the past week.
Just yesterday and
just
today.
yesterday, 10. I'll say that.
That's sad. And then like your biggest, I'd say maybe, I wouldn't know, but Kim is one of your bigger influencing, that she's older, but she's also the Perez.
Yeah.
But Gio being the male.
Yeah.
Not even Caesar?
Caesar and I, when we were growing up, we just did not get along. I swear to God, he hated me when we were growing up. Like, I annoyed him
It's because
so
you're the
much.
little sister.
Exactly.
Well, you still are, but it's different now.
Yeah.
I feel like it's different in like all your relationships.
Yeah,
Like-
like as you get older, like your relationships with your siblings change.
Yeah. Like me and my brother, we've like dead ass fist fought each other. And one time he pushed me into the wall and I almost put a hole in the wall.
What the fuck was
This was like years
I'm
ago.
gonna just say that my mom didn't even let me and my brother like ever play
Yeah,
like
dude.
literally blow for blow, and it would get bad.
Exactly.
Like
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Like
That's how me and
it's.
Paulo were too. And then one day, I was just like, oh, you're cool.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
What?
I swear
Like,
it's
he
like
turned
that.
13 and I was like, he's cool, I guess.
You know he'd whoop your ass now, huh? That's why my brother stopped fucking with me because he knows I whoop his ass. He knows I whoop his ass.
Makes
You
sense.
can't take me.
But I feel
You're
like
watching
that's.
this?
If my brother's watching this, just know I would whoop your ass. It's that simple. I put 10 on it.
All right, swear, say swear.
Swear, I'd whoop his ass.
All right, but that's how it is though. Like you used to beef, and now like you're cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest though, I do not remember like half of my childhood. Like I don't remember.
No, you choose not to remember. So much trauma, you just choose not to remember it.
Well, the thing is that like she like when she was a kid, she's had so many fucking things happen to her, like injury wise.
Oh my god,
Like,
you're
when
one of
she
those.
was- She was like
You have to
Kids.
drink more milk?
I would know, like I've never broken a bone.
No.
But I've had to get so many stitches. At one point, I had to get staples in my head because I cracked my head open. I was a very accident-prone kid, so I spent a lot of time in the hospital.
Are you seeking attention? That's
I think I was just dumb. Like I'm dead ass. I think I was just dumb.
No, bro, there was this one time where it was only us at home, right? And our older brother was taking care of us, and we wanted to go play, or we were, and Caesar was taking the trash, and I don't know how the fuck she wandered outside, and she had no shoes on, she had no socks, and we recycle, so there was like broken glass here and there, whatever, whenever they pick it up. She didn't see.
Yeah, that's just
And-
being dumb.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I was literally
Stepped on
just
the
a dumb
fucking glass.
kid.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
Bruh, but I was like 4 years old when that happened,
Doesn't
wasn't
matter. You
I?
have
Hey,
common sense. at
4-year-old
4
me
years old.
never stepped on
Yeah.
glass. That's all I'm gonna say.
Swear. You're just not there. Still not there all the way.
Like I said, raised by God.
Came out of prison.
Came out of prison.
Swear. On that stupid note, we're gonna switch over to Obed because I feel like we've heard too much of Maria. You lose brain cells talking to her.
Yeah. There's a lot coming now.
I gotta steal a couple. I only have 2 functioning ones.
Not mine.
No.
Alright, man, let's get straight into it.
All
We
right.
got 4 for you today, but they're
How about let's introduce your section?
introduce my section. How? What do you mean? Like stop with this section?
No, just introduce your section.
Yeah.
This is would you rather. All right, let's get
Oh
into
Oh
it.
my god.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. That's as good. That's the
What more
best-
introduction do you want?
That's the best introduction we're gonna get.
All right, first one.
Maria,
Okay,
Maria goes
hold
first. Or do we go this way?
The rules, you had to answer one. You can
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
You had to pick one of those.
No matter how weird.
Can I pick which one I want to answer? Or are
No,
you just
you-
gonna
you
like
got
throw one
it.
at me and I have to
It's
answer?
a
Everybody
one
has
question
to.
and everybody answers.
But
Okay.
you got to answer. There's no.
Don't worry, they're reasonable sometimes.
Sometimes.
Alright, would you rather be able to eat anything you want and it be the perfect nutrition, or to sleep only 1 hour a day and be perfectly rested?
Let's start with Jill and we'll go this way.
Oh shit. That's a hard one.
Yep.
I would say
It's tough, dude.
I would say eat anything you want and be perfect nutrition. Reason being is because like I would still feel like shit either way because I only get like what 4 hours of sleep maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I already feel like shit. It was like I might as well just eat well and be healthy.
No, you can eat whatever you want and it'll be healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like he can eat as much as he wants of whatever he wants and be healthy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Must be nice to be a god.
Well, this is a would you rather question.
You know, hypotheticals.
So eat anything and just know that you're getting the full nicest nutrition.
Yeah.
Out of it.
Yeah.
All right, Maria.
In all honesty, I'd probably go with like only sleeping like 1 hour and being fully rested. Just because I feel like you have more time to do things. I'm one of those people who stays up till like 5 a.m. sometimes.
That's
Sleeps for
that's your own
12 hours.
choice.
At that point,
No.
just stay awake till the next day.
Not on school days. On school days, I wake up at like 7.
Literally,
That's because you have.
if we
Yeah.
if we didn't wake her up, she could sleep a full like half a day.
I could.
Sounds like.
That's why I chose 1 hour. That's why I chose 1 hour.
I feel like I feel like I feel like I could get more stuff done if I just had more time in the day, right? Because when it comes like close to the nighttime and I'm doing something and I'm busy, I'm like, fuck, I have to go to sleep because I know I have to wake up tomorrow, right? And I want to be rested for whatever I'm doing tomorrow morning. But if I'm like busy doing something and then I'm like, okay, I can take 1 hour to sleep, and then I know I'll wake up and I'll be fine to chug along, sick. And with eating, I think you could just, if you can control eating, you're fine.
Yeah, so you're going to sleep?
Yeah, sleep for sure.
Because this one's fucking tough for me, because...
Like, you eat like shit,
bro,
sleep like
like,
shit.
yeah, like, this is fucking hard. Like, actually, like, I'll sleep, like, 6 hours and feel like shit in the morning. I'll sleep 8 hours and feel like shit. I'll sleep 10 hours and feel like shit. Like, so the sleeping one feels nice, but at the same time, like, you know, that's the time where I don't have to go out and see people. So, like, sort of nice.
Okay.
But at the same time, I feel like if I just anything I ate and it was just perfectly like nutritional, like that affects your sleep a lot.
Yeah.
So if I could just eat anything I want and have it be healthy as fuck for me, I'd probably get fucking good ass
4
sleep.
6 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
And
I'd probably
good
get
sleep.
good ass sleep, like good
Yeah.
solid sleep and wake up rested.
Yeah.
So
I got you.
I'm going with the food.
Okay. Good answer.
Oh.
Good answer.
So the way I think of it is, you spend like half your time alive asleep. If you spend like
Oh, yeah.
8 hours awake, you have to spend like at least 8-10 hours of sleep.
Yep.
And me, I spend even more than that.
I spent 3/4 of my life asleep.
Yeah, basically. Like, I'll be waking up sometimes like 3-4 in the fucking
I don't know how
evening,
the
dog.
fuck you do that, dude.
I sleep my life away.
I don't know how the hell you do that.
Yeah, so for me, it'd probably be get 1 hour of sleep and be well rested.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's just more practical.
Even when you sleep that fucking long, you even like wake up feeling rested or still tired?
I still wake up tired. Like,
Yeah.
even if I sleep,
It's because y'all oversleeping. Yeah, I mean,
Like,
there should be a correlation there. Y'all
even
sleep
if I
too
sleep
much
like 12, 13 hours, I'll wake up and take a nap right after.
Oh my god.
bro, you're oversleeping. You gotta stop making yourself do that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. No cap. Like hell no.
No, me neither, bro. I woke up at 7 today. I was mad about it, but I did it. And for no good reason either. For no good reason. Either. I was
Just to be awake.
no, bro, I was like, I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
Fuck my life.
I was just like, what the fuck, bro? I was not ready to start my day that early. I was not, but I can't fucking sleep past like 8. I promise you.
I get that.
No, it's weird because like I can sleep the day away basically, but if I stay up late and have to wake up early, I can sleep like 3 hours and wake up and do like a full day. It's
Same.
the weirdest thing.
Like either I sleep 13 hours or I sleep like 3.
Yeah, there's like no
Like there's no in
What
between.
the fuck? No.
Yeah, because when I worked construction, I wouldn't be able to sleep because we'd get home late, and I'd go to sleep at like 3-4 in the morning and wake up at 6 again and do a full day of work.
Fuck. that.
Yeah, so it's either like 3 or 12, dog. Like there's no in between.
You know, when I started construction, bro, I go home, shower, and I was out, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I was out. I sleep and wake up at like I would have to wake up at 4.
For me, it's more of like waking up for school. Fuck that. Waking up for soccer.
Yeah.
Bro, as a kid, waking up to school, bro, I'd wake up late every single day. Bro.
Yeah.
When they were soccer, bro, I was up at 3 in the morning, warmed up. I already had a full breakfast.
Dressed out, full kit on, everything.
And the game wouldn't be till 11.
Swear, bro. Swear. So I guess it's just like mindset, or like even if it was school, if I knew we were going like on a field trip, I pack my own damn lunch.
Yeah.
Be out there cooking and I'd get a full.
It's just it's like just the mindset of the night before. If you know you got to do like
What do you have to
if you're excited for the next day.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's just mentality.
So y'all saying like they depressed? They just not looking forward to waking up.
You niggas that don't want to wake up in the morning are depressed.
Alright, we'll move on to the next one.
Next one.
Next one is would you rather have all traffic lights you approach be green or never have to stand in a line again? We'll start with Gio.
I feel like this would be a good time to introduce Cornelius.
Why?
I don't know.
Last episode. Yeah. With a different name too.
Yeah, because you asked us if. Anyway, Gio.
Wait, what was his name last week?
I don't know. You're the one that makes up his name.
But I swear to God, he just be naming people and just doesn't remember afterwards.
Dumbass, dude. Alright, Gio.
This is difficult because like if you had like every light green.
Yo, Gio, hold up. Take the pop off. There you go. Now talk.
Now talk with your chest.
If all the lights are green, no matter where I was going, it can help with time if I'm late, for instance. You know what I mean? Because like to get from my house to UCCS is about 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I can attest to that.
When Gio drives in the car, I'll take 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Before we get to like a 20-minute.
I like being safe.
Yeah.
Anyways, it cuts down the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But waiting in line too, like for instance, like if you're going to the DMV to like do some shit over there, just go right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have to make a fucking appointment or anything.
Yeah. I go what you
Like,
mean.
Okay, I'm gonna say not gonna wait in line. Not gonna wait in fucking line.
Yeah, because the green light for you isn't gonna make much of a
Yeah,
difference.
it's not making
Maria?
Tim.
Sorry, but I
Tim.
disagree with you
Timothy.
guys. I
Oh
disagree
my
with you guys. I'm choosing green lights.
Wait, why are you saying you guys? We
Yeah.
haven't even
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
anything.
Gio was the only one that answered.
Right, y'all all just agreed with you.
No, we were just like, okay.
For
I
Gio,
thought
it makes
it
sense.
was-
I'm saying for Gio, it makes
Okay,
sense.
yeah, that's true. Okay, well, I'm choosing the green lights. I have terrible road rage. I cannot stand when I'm
She's a
sitting at a
female.
light for like
I
20
have
minutes
terrible already.
and it's still red. Like it's still red for like a whole 20 minutes. I can't do that.
That's just called
I can't
anger
do that.
issues.
Hold on, can I just tell you this incident that happened on my way here? I don't know if Tim caught it because it was like.
Oh, I was on the phone, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was yelled for like a brief second.
Yeah.
And it was because there's this fucking asshole all the way in the very left lane, and like the light just turned green, and I was like about to go, and then all of a sudden, man just like cuts me off and takes a hard right, like all the way from the left lane. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? It pissed me off. And I remember Tim was on the phone. I'm like, control yourself. Control yourself.
He said breathe.
Yeah, I was like,
Don't start yelling here.
yeah, but bro, I did yell for like a brief second, and then I was like, okay. But that shit, who the fuck does that?
Nah, personally, for me, like if I approach the light and it's green, does that matter? Like the car's in front of me.
Yeah, there are cars in front of him.
So
Yeah.
it's always green.
The line thing. Because if you approach a light and it's green, that doesn't take away the
Necessarily
fact
mean that they're not in
they're
front.
not in front. Yeah, they're driving slow as fuck. Literally, nothing was done. Nothing was done. So I do the line thing. I feel like awkward interactions.
Awkward interaction.
I've just been like wasted while standing in line. But yeah, that's my spiel.
Alright, I'm gonna just ask, like, how often are you guys actually standing in line for it to be that significant?
That's what I say.
I don't find myself ever standing.
Traffic.
DMV, maybe
Traffic.
once a year.
Traffic.
Huh?
But
You're
that's,
sitting
That's
in-
not a line.
that would be the green light thing.
Yeah, that-
not
No, because
standing
there's
in
people in
line.
front of you.
Yeah, but you're not in a line waiting for something specifically. You're just
You're waiting to do
Yeah,
it.
and like even if you
Yeah,
have a
the
green
question
light,
is
you'll only be
standing
waiting
in
for
line.
like
Standing,
what,
it says
10
standing in line.
seconds
You don't-
before you start moving.
exactly that's what I'm saying. How often are you actually standing in line? I go to the DMV once a year to renew my plates. That's
You
it.
don't line.
And there are chairs there, so you're not
And
standing.
that's what I'm saying. Like, how often are you actually in line for it to matter that much?
It
I'm
would just
going
be a
green
nice
lights.
perk to have.
Okay, Grandma. We
We
You know,
understand that you have
tired.
bad
You know,
hips,
you drive
okay?
500 fucking speed
I'm
limit.
saying because if I could catch every light in like green, I promise it saves so much fucking time.
But there's still gonna be people in front of
I
you.
don't give a fuck. Like trust me, I'll get around. I'll get around. Like bottom basis,
I'll
get
manage.
around. I'll manage. Yeah, like I don't even care. Like I'll find my way around them.
Okay, all right.
Like I do. Like you should see me driving to work in the morning.
Okay.
You should see me.
Obed?
I'd probably go with the green lights because there's a big thing that I have. It's called a CPT.
Oh my god.
And that would definitely help along with that.
Yeah, clearly, dog. Yes, that would help a lot.
To be honest, you usually show up like 2 hours late. You're only showing up maybe an hour and a half early. Or no, an hour and a half late.
I mean,
Hey, 30 minutes is 30
yeah,
minutes.
30 minutes.
30 minutes
CPT still there.
in bed
It'll
is.
still be there, but it'll help. I didn't say to get rid of it. I'd say it'd help.
Next question.
No shit.
Come on, be ready. Do better. Be better.
Yeah, it's your whole section,
Oh,
dude.
you say 14 hours and you're not even ready.
Would you rather go back to the age of 5 with everything you know right now, or know everything your future self will know right in this moment?
Future self. Oh.
I need to bounce you right now. Okay, wait your turn.
Geo.
I said, so I'll repeat the whole thing. Would you rather go back to the age of 5 with everything you know right now, so it's like cut off at this point,
And then I go back.
to 5, or
Okay.
get everything the future you will know right now?
Future.
Why?
I would say future because because if you go back at the age of 5 with shit that you know now, it's not really I wouldn't say really.
Ruined childhood.
Super good childhood.
I would not look forward to
Yeah.
to like anything after 5.
You already
I'm like,
experienced
fuck.
those experiences. So it's like each and after every single year, know what the fuck is gonna happen. You know what I mean?
You'll just
if
end
I
up in
already know, it was
21
shitty as fuck.
knowing the same shit you knew.
I'm living through it twice. You know what I mean?
I mean, not necessarily. Now you have all the knowledge you have now.
So you
You'd
could do
probably
better.
change, yeah. Do something.
Just like
Don't go to school.
Stocks.
Invest in stocks at the age of 5.
Invest into stocks at your 18.
Yeah, it wouldn't help. That's true.
When I was
Like,
18,
Mom,
when
buy
I-
Apple.
When I was 18, Tesla was $400.
Yeah, and then
It skyrocketed up to the end of last year to almost 1,300.
yeah, and
So what's your answer?
AMC and all those other shits.
Let's do the 5 years.
5-year-old?
5 years.
5 years with all the knowledge you have now.
Yeah.
Wasn't he just dogging on it?
Yeah, I was just talking.
At that
I
point,
think
I would
I
tell my
saw
mom, I'd be like, Mom, buy some Bitcoin.
Buy
Hey.
some fucking Bitcoin.
NFTs.
Oh yeah, you could buy ETH
I
before
could
it
get
hit.
a
Not even eat Bitcoin, dog.
That's what I'm saying, Bitcoin. You could buy Bitcoin before it was big.
exactly.
At like $1.
Like, I remember, I was like 10 when Bitcoin blew up.
Yeah.
10?
I don't know, I'm bad
Let's-
at math. We've
He was
established
saying
that.
it's 12 and 8th grade.
Yeah.
I've established
Let's
I'm bad
forget about
at
it,
math.
dog.
I was like,
how old were we when Bitcoin blew up?
well, it's when it blew up. It wasn't until like 2017. When it started going crazy, it was like.
Well, I don't know, because I've always, okay, because I would always look into the black market, and I've always known they use Bitcoin from a very young age.
Let's move on.
Been on the black
Maria, you don't know a lot either right now. Remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still young.
Wait, how old are you right now?
But she would know not to step on glass.
I just turned 19.
She's on the 5, not 4.
Oh, yeah.
She's not that much younger than we are.
How old are you?
Huh?
I'm 19.
Oh.
Still a
Like,
baby.
I turned 19 like a week ago.
Still a teen.
Oh, happy late birthday.
Thank you.
Chicken like dog.
That's
Where
crazy.
was that
invite.
from?
Oh, yeah, I heard they didn't do anything for you, so it doesn't matter.
Bro,
Anyway,
you're so
continue.
rude.
What do you mean? If they did, I would have been invited, but I
would've
wasn't.
celebrated.
So.
It's not about you. Who said
Okay.
I wanted you there?
Okay, shut up and go. Or else you're off that this episode.
I would probably pick the 5, like being 5 with all the knowledge that I have now.
Not
Okay.
much of a difference there.
Same knowledge. She wouldn't step on glass.
No, she would have still stepped on glass because she was 4.
At this point, her XP only jumps to like 0.2.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe you know a little bit, but yeah, your life wouldn't change.
That's knowledge of a 5-year-old. Right?
Your life wouldn't change. No, for me it'd be the other one. Like if
All
I
your future knowledge right now.
exactly, yeah.
Yo,
I
dog was
wanna.
out there,
I
and I just saw it, and
that
it's gonna
too.
shit out of
Gio's still traumatized from last
Yeah,
episode.
he's still scared from last episode we had.
Yo, he came out of nowhere. I just saw his face.
Bro, it's a dog. Chill.
Chill
It's a
out.
dog.
Chill out. No, like, there's so much stuff I could have done in the future, but if I know it now, well, does it change?
I mean,
You
yeah.
could change it.
Then
That same thing with like the 5-year-old. You could change knowing
your
up
future.
until now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, whatever happened, whatever. It is what it is. But I mean, the stocks are gonna keep going up. Everything's gonna keep
Are
going
they
up.
though? Do you
Whatever.
know that?
Yes.
Come on.
This is
okay,
America.
Stocks are always going to keep going up. The economy, the U.S. is not going to let the economy down.
This is America.
I
Come on.
Like, we literally run on
I
capitalism.
literally
Get it
talked
together.
to a financial advisor like last week, and we ran through the stocks on like Bitcoin on the other hand, or like the cryptocurrencies and the NFTs. That's a whole different story.
That had
It
a
could
wall.
crash any minute.
That had a wall, for
Yeah.
sure. But no, yeah, like economy will continue to grow, this and that, and I'd rather know to be stable in the future than to be stable at 5 years old. Because what if I just die at 6?
No, you know what? I'm gonna agree with Caesar on this. I already said this like right off the bat. I'm gonna agree with Caesar on this because then if I knew what I knew like when I was like fucking 80 or whatever.
What are you gonna know at 80?
Bro,
You're gonna be fucking
I'm gonna have.
dead in a nursing home, dog.
Well, I don't know. I'm just fucking hoping because I feel like I don't know that much more than five.
Wait, knowing in the future, it includes knowing when you die.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask.
Well, not necessarily
No.
because he's just saying future self. The
Yeah.
future self
But
hasn't
there's a
quite
point in
experienced
It
death.
has to be a point. It could be like
Up to the
future
time
tomorrow.
you died?
It could be your future tomorrow, and that's all you know.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Okay, but it's not
You have to have a point in time. Like, what is it?
Let's just say all you've known at the point you die, you know now.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
But you don't know how
But
you
you
die.
don't know how you die when you die.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just
It's
everything you
just
know
all
till
the
you die.
knowledge. Right, back to you.
Let's say you're like about to find the cure of cancer, dead.
that's what I'm saying future self regardless because then I'll know what to invest in because something's about to blow up sometime in my lifetime again. And
Yeah.
like if I have a shitty life, I just know to end it down.
Oh, Jesus.
Exactly. I feel like all of our answers are for anytime we've done these questions, they're all selfish. They're all about us.
I mean, who else are you thinking about for?
Yeah.
You're right.
Like, who's it gonna affect if I had like my 20-year-old knowledge as a 5-year-old? Me. Like,
Make mistakes that didn't affect your family.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be able to kill myself at 5.
Right.
Well, you could if you tried hard enough. I'd probably say B5 and have the knowledge I know now.
Why?
I think I'm going along the same lines as Geo. As like,
Bitch.
I could set up like you guys are thinking about it as you could set up from now to like however long, and like set up your future that way.
Mhm.
But I want to set it up to where I'm 5 and I can set it up to when I'm now like 20. Like I don't have to worry about it.
Okay, but what exactly are you gonna be able to do? You can't open a bank account. You can't invest.
Okay, but I could have other people do it for me.
That's true.
Exactly.
And are you 5 now? Or are you 5 back
The
then?
thing is,
I want
you're
you to go
sitting there
back in
thinking
time.
that people are gonna sit there and listen to you. You're gonna be
Like, you're fine,
like,
bro.
You know, 5-year-olds will be like, hey, buy some Bitcoin, and they're gonna be like, oh, you're cute.
Yeah, they'll be like, yes, this kid's a prodigy, but they're gonna be like, what the fuck is
I'm
that?
not buying online coin.
Yeah.
Bro, like you, doesn't matter. They're not gonna listen to you.
I mean, but still, I could. I don't know. I feel like I could like start a business, do this, do that. Like
At
As a
10?
five-year-old?
like no, like as maybe like 15, 16.
Okay.
Like I don't have to
Yeah.
be 5.
Yeah,
but I
no,
can
no.
wait till like 15,
You
16.
could do the right thing in order for you to.
So that
Like,
way
you
we
could
have-
start setting up from 5
Yeah,
up
I'm
until
just
you
saying,
get,
'cause
yeah.
it'd still be hard. Like
I mean, it'd be
you
hard, but
can't
you
work, you
have the
can't
knowledge
earn your own
have
money,
now.
you can't save up, can't invest, can't open your own bank account.
Who says you can't save up at 5?
Bitch.
No, and like all the knowledge you still have yet to learn.
Exactly. Like it compounds on top of it. So all the knowledge I have now is going back to 5, and I have from 5 till whenever I die to add more knowledge to the knowledge I already have.
It's like basically saying more knowledge or more time.
Bro, I know I'm stupid because I
No.
did not understand that.
No, it's not. What do you mean more knowledge, more
No, I understand what you're trying to say. It's because
You have more time to do something. Like you have the knowledge that you have right now. Yeah, you can save, invest, or whatever, do all that shit, but then you die or retire late or whatever. Or you have more knowledge, more time. You start now, save or whatever, but you know you have 21. You have another 37 years. No, I'm kidding.
Say 5 years.
No, like you're adding time or adding knowledge.
Okay. With the knowledge you have now, why aren't you successful? That's what I'm gonna say. Like, I don't know if a 5-year-old will be able to do much more.
But he.
Stop, dude. That's
No, hold on. I'm gonna figure this out. Hold on.
We are not going to sit here in utter silence and wait for you to figure it out. We're going to move on to the next question.
I got you.
Just because I have knowledge doesn't mean I can apply it now, though. Like,
And you're
just
gonna
because
get
I
rich by
know,
5.
just because I know Bitcoin blew up doesn't mean I can do anything about it. But going back then, now I
You
know
can't do
about
anything
it.
about it then either.
But I know about it.
You're not old enough to invest into it.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it is. Because how the fuck what difference
Because
is it gonna
like
make?
Geo said, I can invest straight at 18. I didn't do that.
Yeah, but in the
Straight
future,
at 18,
let's
it's
say
already
this
paid. You can
this
afford to buy
stock
your whole
of rail making goes crazy, and you have the knowledge from the future of it going crazy. So you start right now. You're
It's
like,
the same shit.
It's
Going back to
Exactly.
five. So we're just answering the same question.
Keep it. Move on. Move on.
All right,
Last one.
Last one. It's would you rather wake up in the middle of an unknown desert or wake up on a rowboat in the middle of unknown body of water?
Let's make this fast. Go, Gio.
Desert. No, I like water.
When it's salt water, that's a different story, though.
Yeah.
What's on the boat? Are there supplies on the boat?
No, just
Just
you on the boat.
you on the boat. Desert or water? Choose.
Desert or water?
Desert. I would think desert.
I'm picking water. 'Cause you can fish, dog.
What are you gonna
What are you gonna
drink?
fish
I have
with?
nothing to fish with.
Fucking grab that fish.
On some Bruce Lee type beat, just on some crazy ass ninja beat, dude. Maria?
The desert.
Okay. You just scorch in the sun, get sunburned, live the rest of your life dying in the sun.
Sand. What are you gonna do?
It's
Water for sure.
Hey, you could eat cactuses.
Yeah.
You could eat cactuses.
They have
How are you
water.
gonna
They also
How you gonna
have-
grab it
If
and
you
cut
dig,
it?
Grab it.
if you dig enough, you
no.
can get to water that way
You
too.
can't just sit there and pick out the plates real quick and then pull it out.
You're gonna die before that. You're gonna
You're gonna get
dehydrate
mad
before that,
sunburned, but by the time you get that,
It's like 120 in the desert, dog. You're gonna dehydrate before that. You can get to it.
Now
You'll
you
start
sleep during the
imagining-
day underground.
Yeah, dig yourself a hole.
Yeah, like dogs do when it's hot outside.
Oh, you act like 120 degree weather, and you only got like 5 minutes to figure something
Yeah.
out.
100-degree weather, 5 minutes you live.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have time to do stuff. Like, how long is it gonna take to pick a pilot? Like, I don't know.
Your brain will start fucking with you, and you'll start imagining
Same in the
shit.
sea,
See,
bro.
there's only
Yeah.
a limited amount of days we can go without water. What is it like?
3, I think.
It's three.
Three.
It's
Three.
three.
You're on the ocean. You're out in the ocean.
Yeah,
That's salt water.
just-
Exactly. You're in the desert. There is no water.
Yeah, but
There is water though.
Are you gonna find one? It said middle of nowhere.
Doesn't mean there's no
It's
cactuses
like-
in the middle of nowhere.
But you run that risk of not finding.
I don't know, man.
Okay,
I've seen like some movies of deserts and shit, and there's no cactuses.
Bro, that's a
I never said I'm
movie.
drinking it.
Cactuses.
Okay,
Cactuses.
okay, look. I know we're just like trashing on Maria for not being so smart, but dog.
Hey, nah. It said middle of nowhere. It didn't say cactus right next to you, dog.
Cactuses could be in the middle of nowhere. I don't know why.
But they're also cancer.
What is the correlation with being in the middle of nowhere and not?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what?
What is the correlation, dog? It's not there. There could be a cactus. I can find one.
The same
And
odds.
there could not be a cactus.
The same odds of fish.
Yeah, and if
Goes
you're
right
like
by your
Fucking
boat.
Schrodinger's cat.
There
It
are
can or it
animals
can't
that
be.
can survive
just
in the
don't know.
If you're in
desert.
the
That
middle
means
of
that they
nowhere-
can find.
Water.
If you're in the middle of nowhere in the ocean, then who's to say that there's gonna be a fish next to you?
Who's to say that?
How you gonna Bruce Lee that fish?
Plants grow. It could grow next to you. They could grow in the middle of nowhere. They could grow in the middle of nowhere. I don't know what your argument is. I don't get it.
We are arguing too much about this. Let's end this section right here, dog.
All right, I'm picking the boat.
Oh, what? That makes sense. Okay, fine. Fuck it. That's the end of this section, dog. That's it. We're done. We're done. We're done. Welcome back, you guys, from Obed's section, or I guess we didn't cut it. Did we cut it? I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll talk to my editor. But now we want to have Maria have her own section. For all of you that were on the podcast and didn't get your own section. That sucks, dude.
What, is this not my section anymore?
No, you gotta check it. You're a host, so
Yeah.
I'm saying
Just
guess.
Oh.
Just shut up. All right, Maria, if you can talk into the mic and tell us what your section is about.
All right. So, have you guys heard of the Dalatov Pass?
Damn, that's crazy.
Bro, I haven't even.
Oh my god.
Like, do any of you guys have any idea what that is? Like, have you heard about it? The Dalatov Pass?
The dog. No.
I don't remember titles.
Is that
you talk
English?
about it? I might.
I learned about it first in English class, but it's not English, it's Russian. Okay, so in February 2nd of 1959, a group of... Yeah. A group of 9 Russian hikers were found dead. The campsite was discovered on February 26th by a rescue team.
Is this like Bareback Mountain?
Girl, I don't even know what that is.
No, Brokeback
Isn't that
Mountain.
isn't that in the US? Isn't that in
But
US?
wasn't it based off of it?
She said Russia.
Yeah, but wasn't it based off of the Russian story?
I don't know. Wait, is that a movie? Brokeback Mountain? I don't know. Continue.
The campsite was discovered on February 22nd by a rescue team. 2 bodies were found a mile away from the campsite by the tree line wearing only their underwear. 3 bodies were found between the camp and the trees, and one of the bodies had a fractured skull. Doctors determined that the death of these 5 people was caused by hypothermia.
Brain smashed
Death by
in.
hypothermia in your underwear?
They willingly got to their underwear when it's back home. They was having a good
I
time.
don't think they will.
Listen to the rest.
All right. The other 4 bodies weren't found until 2 months later. 1 had a fractured skull, 1 had crushed ribs, and 1 had crushed ribs and a missing tongue. 2 of them were missing their eyes, and 1 of them was missing their eyebrows.
It's like, damn, you got good eyebrows. Give me them eyebrows. Run them eyebrows.
Okay, so these 4 bodies that were the ones discovered 2 months later, they were found wearing the clothes that belonged to those of the previous 5 bodies found.
Wait, so how many were found first and how many were found months later?
Okay, so there were, I think, 5 bodies that were initially discovered, and then there were 4 bodies that were discovered 2 months later. But the people, like the 4 bodies that were discovered 2 months later, were found wearing the clothes of the bodies.
Found first.
Yeah.
Well, they died of hypothermia, right?
Yeah.
In their
So it only makes sense that the other people took their clothes.
Well,
Trying to survive, right?
Let
Yeah,
me finish. Let me finish.
Okay, I'm trying to connect the pieces.
Okay,
Not
the
connecting them right.
Hey,
Just look.
shut the fuck up.
Okay, so once the bodies were discovered, the clothes were tested, right, for just like
Yeah,
trace
COVID.
evidence and things like that. The clothes were tested for trace evidence, and it was found that they were actually had traces of radiation on them.
Where is this in Russia?
This is, I don't know.
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl, bro, y'all made me lose my spot.
Well, that was it. No, I'm kidding.
Bro, okay, no, I found it. Okay. So there was actually radiation throughout the entire campsite, but only in that area.
Keep going.
Okay, so there were traces of radiation throughout the entire campsite, but not throughout the entire mountain where they were found. There was no outward trauma to the bodies, and the injuries caused to the body were determined to be too strong for a human to cause.
How was his skull crushed?
So it was a Yeti. It was a Yeti, right?
Bruh.
Oh yeah, Yeti. Looks like Danny got it.
All right, that's it. Next story. Come on, dude.
How's that one person's skull crushed if there was no outer damage to the body?
Like,
That's
no
what
outer
it-
damage
like,
caused by somebody else.
It can't,
Okay.
his skull broke that way.
Okay, dude.
There was no, like, attempt or sign that an outsider walked onto the campsite, so it was only the 9 people there that were present at the scene.
Okay.
The tent was also torn open from the inside out. So they used their knives to cut from the inside of the tent to escape out of the tent.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So,
the Yeti was inside the
girl.
Dr. Danny the Doctor Detective, dude.
tent.
So there are a lot of theories about what could have happened to the 9 victims, right?
Okay.
The first theory was that there was an avalanche, and that would explain why the tent was cut from the inside out, because
Was there traces of avalanche?
What's the traces of avalanche?
you're not asking questions and not letting me answer them.
Okay. One question at a time.
Your question first.
Your stupid ass question first.
Stupid ass question. Let's get that shit out the
What
way.
traces of avalanche?
This fucking guy.
You know what? Ignore. But was there? I need to know.
You want to know if there was traces of an avalanche?
Yeah.
It's just snow that falls from the top of the mountain down.
Exactly. Or was there just a shit ton of snow there? Like,
You wouldn't know because it's just more
It's
snow.
just
That
snow
just-
on top of snow.
But that's what I'm saying.
They're like, did they fall from the sky or it doesn't?
But were they buried in
Snow
snow?
is snow,
Is
though.
what I'm asking. Were they buried in snow?
Yeah, but they could have been buried in snow if it just were to snow. Exactly.
How long did it take to find them?
It took about, for the first group of people that was found, it took about like 2 weeks.
Exactly. They could have just gotten snowed on.
Danny thought we were past this question.
I was bad.
He was mad confused.
The avalanche would explain like
She's
why
rubbing
the
off on
tent
me.
was cut.
But why was there radiation? Was my question.
Yeah, that's the
Girl,
weird
you're not
part.
even letting me finish.
That's a good
Relájate.
one.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. So
My
this
question
theory, this theory would explain why the tent was cut from the inside out, because people who go up into mountains are trained to exit the tent like as quickly as possible, and that's the fastest way is just to like cut it and just go.
Okay.
Right. It would also explain why the hypothermia deaths happen. Like the people who their official cause of death was hypothermia, that would explain that.
Let me just say though, pulling out a knife, opening it, and then cutting the tent, and then running out,
It's pretty
or
fast.
just grabbing the zipper and running out.
It's a zipper.
The
this
zipper
big.
this big and it's
Why
in a
you're
corner.
panicking, yeah.
And it's like in a
Yeah.
corner because a lot of them are small. You just gotta grab
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
And there's a
yeah.
cover on. We're not gonna explain this shit to you.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep going.
And like
You're
a big
rubbing off on
question,
me.
a big question, bruh. A big question that a lot of people have is like, if there was an avalanche, it would also explain
There'd
why
be
they weren't
traces.
fully dressed. You know, because
Yeah, why?
most of them were not wearing clothes that was meant to
Oh,
be
yeah,
meant
yeah,
during
that's
winter.
right.
You know what I mean? So there's also this thing called paradoxal undressing, which means like basically disoriented hypothermia victims remove their clothes because they feel
like
hot.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, and I thought like to produce more heat, you get
Come off each
naked.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could also
Oh,
be
okay,
something that
cool,
happened.
Hey Gio, I'm really
So,
I got you, man.
the second theory is that there was a Soviet test missile that was launched on the,
And they like cracked the dude's skull.
and they were trying to run away from that.
Wait, but there was no evidence of trauma.
Hold on, let me get there, okay? It would explain
the
the.
Soviet missile caused the avalanche and then the radiation.
Dude, the radioactive snow came out.
Bro, I'm fucking smart.
The missile would explain why there was unhuman-like trauma. You know.
Okay.
Yeti.
But there was no evidence of an explosion or records of missiles being launched during that time.
Russia didn't
Yeah,
launch
because Russia doesn't want to get known.
And I feel like
Which
it'd
leads
be
me to my next one.
okay.
To the next theory. Okay, so there's something that I forgot to mention earlier. Originally, there was 10 members for the group. But one of the members left early due to him being, like, catching a cold and getting sick. So he went back down the mountain by himself.
Why is this?
There's
guy
no fucking Yeti.
so- There's no Yeti.
Get out of your head now.
And this guy's name was Yuri Yudin, okay? So
It
he
sounds
was...
like Yeti.
Oh my God.
Oh my! Shut up, dude.
He was able to identify almost all of the items on the campsite as items that belonged to the victims, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But there were a few things that he couldn't really identify as belonging to them. And mind you, this wasn't like a 3-day trip to the mountains, okay? They were researching, so they were going to be up there for a long time. In total, I think they were there for like about, I think almost a week before they died.
Okay.
Okay? So he got pretty familiar to seeing like the things that they owned and them and their habits. There are 3 things that he couldn't identify were a cloth, which he said, like his own words, he said looked of military origin. He also noticed that there was a pair of skis, an extra pair of skis that he didn't think belonged to anybody else in the group because he hadn't seen anybody else use them, and a pair of glasses. He believed that the military found his friends' bodies before the rescue team and that it was possibly a military cover-up.
Why would the military
would-
kill?
What were they researching?
Because they were researching.
What
didn't
were they
wanna
researching?
research
What were they
whatever.
researching?
To be honest, I'm not sure. I did not research that far.
That's your fault.
I
Okay.
feel like depending
And-
on what they
Okay.
were researching, like this
Danny,
could all-
I think you're really gonna like this next theory, okay?
It's a
No, it's a
Yeti.
Yeti.
It's a fucking ass
It's a
Yeti, dog.
fucking
It's
Yeti.
the Yeti, okay? That's the third theory.
I fucking
is
knew
the
it. I've
Yeti.
heard this before. I
Okay,
knew the Yeti was gonna
but
come in
look.
that one. He came in fucking skis.
Wearing his pair of glasses.
Like in Scooby-Doo, dog? No.
Okay, so there's actually no evidence that a Yeti exists.
Alright.
Okay.
Nah.
Throw that shit out the window.
No evidence that a Yeti has existed
Oh,
or
yeah?
ever will
Explain
exist.
the glasses.
Glasses. Yeti. Didn't have to
Are you a Yeti, Daddy?
Next question.
Next question.
That's what yours sounded like.
Okay. The next thing is, do y'all really think a Yeti is gonna sit here and plan the murder of 9 people and then try to cover it up?
No, bro, he just got lucky. Cause
I mean,
Look,
do you know
look.
the Yeti?
the military knows the Yeti exists, and they're like, "Fuck, the Yeti was here, and fuck them." He's like, and he left his glasses here.
We know he was here because these are his glasses.
I've talked to him. He wore them the other night.
So then they faked an avalanche.
With the missile.
with the missile, yeah, they're like, "Fuck, the Yeti was here. Get the missiles, hit the top of the mountain, cause a radioactive avalanche, and then just send a rescue team out."
Oh,
Girl.
God.
Okay, and the
It's
fourth
all-
and final theory is this one, surprisingly, is the one that is believed the most among
Okay.
like conspiracy theorists and things like that. Is aliens.
Really?
It's aliens. A big like their main point on it is that aliens would explain the radioactivity and
Would
the
they?
inhuman force.
No, yeah, because you know.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I want the glasses, bro.
The aliens just have glasses, cloth, and skis are just like, put this here, that there, this here.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay. It was also noted that bright flying spheres were noted around that area
Yeah,
in that time. So in the month of February, which is when they were found and when they were hiking, and also in March, it was reported by a lot of people that lived in the area or like by the mountain that there were like spheres in the night sky, like
So you
bright
call stars.
spheres.
What if there was a three-way war between the military, a Yeti, and the aliens?
Oh my god.
Stop talking.
The lead investigator, his name is Lev Ivanov, said that they believe that the lights were connected to their death. Like those lights had something to do with their death. That's coming from the lead investigator.
What is his?
And my question is why?
That's what I'm saying. What is his? What leads him to think that?
That's what I'm saying.
Trying to cover it up.
Cover what up?
Wait, how far?
How they died.
How soon did the first guy leave?
The first guy left
Didn't you say they
only
were 10?
about the first guy left I think about the third or fourth day because that's when he fell ill and got sick.
You could be an alien.
And yeah, like did the other guy that made it out, did he like help? Was he completely clueless?
Wait, I don't know. I feel like he could be lying about the stuff he recognizes and doesn't recognize. Because he's the only one that knows what's there and
Bro,
what's not.
how's he gonna recognize one specific piece of cloth?
Yeah,
And a
like
pair
when
of
you say
glasses,
cloth,
like-
that's mad
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Like what if someone had
Like a
reading glasses that
handkerchief.
they would read?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. How's he gonna recognize it?
Like someone
like
had that shit in their pocket the whole trip.
like oh yeah, these are Tim's reading glasses. How do you know that?
It's like, well, what if he just reads at night in his tent? Like, he just...
Yeah. I don't know. And it's still not solved to this day, right?
Yeah.
And that was
And there's like one last thing that I find really interesting is that Ivanov was told directly by Soviet officials to close the case. That's also one of the
Yeah,
things
I
that
think-
leads Yuri Yudin to believe that it's a military cover up. They're not. He's not sure what the military is
I'm
trying to
sure.
cover up.
I'm sure. He's
But
not sure about that one.
That's why he feels like that was their intentions.
No, Russians are mad
I
sketchy.
mean, I think it just all depends on what they were researching.
Yeah. I
It
can
never
Google
sp-
that. Google is free.
It never specified like what they researched.
Here, let me Google it.
Okay.
What
As she
is
Googles,
the-
we interrupt this program for a sponsor of Fiesta Grill, Geos Taco Truck. Maria works there too. They aren't paying us for this, but they have some pretty good food, honestly.
Just snacks.
That's the end of our ad.
And if you don't like your order, they'll give you your money back.
Is that true, Drew?
Huh?
Is that true?
The guy the other day, yeah, I tried you. He got mad at me. I don't know,
the
bro.
reason I know.
It's cool because you go there, you can make out with the guy taking your order. Just
I do that. I try to do that every time.
Dame un taco de lengua.
y de chorizo.
You gotta ask for it.
That concludes our ad. Fiesta Mexican Grill. Go visit them on
Tim, are you good?
Academy in Pikes Peak. You can't find it because it's a cover
Give
up.
a random address. 3210.
32 Tame Wallaby Way. Yeah, you can't find it because they're covering it up.
They're on the corner of Happy and Healthy.
We get copyrighted by Walgreens. We got here first.
Just throw out other people's advertisements.
No, they're on the.
Same way you live better.
The only thing that I can find is that they were researchers. Like that's all it says on all of the things.
it's
I'm
definitely-
sure if I had more time to look this up, I could probably find it.
How high up the mountain were they?
They were pretty far up. I mean, they had been hiking for almost a week at that point.
And then from the time that they were found dead to the time the case was closed. Do you know that?
No, not.
I mean, it was a week that they hiked, 2 weeks to find them dead, and then like a month, 2 months to find the other people.
Dead.
So it took a
Oh, so it
while.
took a while.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So what do you guys think happened? Like out of the four theories that were presented,
No,
Which
Danny
one
isn't
do you
gonna go.
think-
It was
What's the
Yetis,
most-
aliens.
or do you have your own theory?
Wait, go over the 4 theories. again.
I
Okay.
have my own theory.
Oh,
So the four
avalanche.
theories were avalanche, Yetis, aliens, and a Soviet test missile.
Soviet test missile.
Slash military cover up.
I'd say military cover
Yeah.
up. Not
For
missile,
sure.
but just cover up.
Why do you feel it's the cover up?
I don't know. I just feel like the military is hiding too much.
You
I feel
don't
like
trust.
they-
You
I
don't
feel
trust the
like-
government.
No.
Do you guys remember?
I feel like they'd be good at hiding stuff up.
Do you guys remember the movie Cabin in the Woods?
A little bit.
Okay.
Kinda.
So it's like okay. So it's like this group like teenagers go into a cabin out in the woods, and throughout the whole time they don't know it's actually a simulation.
Oh, I do remember this.
You know what I mean? And so it's like
Is that
if it's like a cover up, you know what I mean? They could be searching for something like along the lines of how people react to whatever's going on, and that's the shit that was picked. You know, a fucking avalanche.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like if the government doesn't want you to know something, they're gonna stop you from knowing that thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
What do you think?
I think it's a cover up for sure. Cause, well, the thing is, one. Fuck, I don't know how to format this. Or how
No,
do
it's
you
like
explain
the blood
this?
trauma, like other human trauma, whatever. It's like
A human can break a skull.
Yeah, but and then like when you say like unhuman like trauma or whatever, yes,
Like it was too strong to be caused by a human.
yeah, but that
Maybe
doesn't
it's
mean
very
like
aliens.
but, what?
Hold on.
Any kind of animal, any kind of you trip, fall on your face. Oh, his neck got broken in an inhumane way. He fell. Gravity did it to him, right? And then the way everything is formatted, the way everything is placed, they kind of want to make it seem like a murder or seem like it's unknown. But when they cover it up, they just not helping themselves. The government, because they're the one who did it, for sure.
And why do you think it was the government?
Yeah, you legitimate say why.
And Danny, I want to hear your personal theory because I know you have your own thoughts on this
Oh
case.
my! I've had plenty. See,
Well, guys, that is it for all this section.
You're trying to skip me, but she's interesting.
You forget who you're talking to. The editor of the podcast.
I'm good.
Hurry up and finish.
Okay, anyway, I had like multiple theories going through my mind. One of them like was like a hills have eyes type of vibe, where it's like there's people living in the mountain.
Okay.
Okay.
That's like where my mind went through one of them, that they got attacked by some weird.
Why?
shitty- I don't. To be honest, I don't fucking know. Like the glass. I'm just kidding.
The glasses.
I just ran through all these like possible scenarios in movies because I low key feel like all these movies have some type of truth to it.
Mhm.
And like somewhere, some like people, I feel like people aren't this creative.
Like,
There's
if
no
somebody
way
can
he.
think it,
Oh
there's
yeah.
no way that somebody hasn't
people
done
living
it.
in the hill and like
Yeah, like-
no. I feel like it has to be true somewhere.
Mhm.
So I always just try to get movies and be like, okay, well, is there a correlation anywhere? And I don't know, like, what if it's some like weird ass hills have eyes type shit,
Where there's people living in the mountains.
like people living in the mountains, and that could also tie in with the military cover up.
I feel like the only thing that like stumps me about all this is the
research.
radioactivity.
Oh.
The
Like,
what?
that's the only thing that you can explain.
Well, you have
The
to.
hills
The
have eyes.
radiation.
You have to remember too. Like the government does do a lot of experiments on just selective people.
Hills have eyes.
Yeah. I haven't seen
Hills have
it,
eyes.
but I've seen The Wrong Turn or stuff like that, and it's like the same shit, right? People, they are too bad for society, so they exclude them to a certain place. Other people tend to make their way in there. They're like, "Oh shit, our freak experiment killed these people. Now we have to cover it up."
The thing is that these researchers were from they range from age 20 to age 50. And they were all researchers.
Okay, what does that?
So why would they choose those select few? You know what I mean?
They were
Group of people.
researching.
Like that. That's a very broad.
That's broad and
That's very broad.
when you conduct an experiment, you only have to have one control variable, or one controlled variable was what?
Well,
Well, we don't
research
know.
is.
Yeah, we don't know what the research was.
No, I'm talking about not the researchers. I'm talking about the government experimenting on the researchers.
The controlled variant had to be the substance they were giving.
The substance, the climate, they were all in the same place, same time.
Some people went out and
Is
Died from
climate
hypothermia
even a
and
controlled
people
variant?
died.
And they
Because
died
everybody's
in,
body temperature is different.
but they died in two different groups. They didn't. Why didn't they all die in one whole group?
Because, like, remember that some of them were found on
They're
the
saying they were
campsite, like
researchers,
right
but
next
what
to
if they
the
were being
tent.
researched?
There were others that were found like a mile away from the
That's
campsite.
what I was saying.
And they were all found at like different times almost.
And then the clothes being worn, the old clothes being worn on the other people. That's weird too.
That is weird.
The part that really stumps me about this is the fact that they were missing their eyes and their tongue.
Oh, that's
Like,
On
why
their
would that
eyebrows,
happen?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like snack.
A snack.
Snacky snack. Almost as if someone or something caught them in their campsite. The select few that didn't get away got caught in the campsite.
Mhm.
But what did they do? Come back, get their clothes, and leave again?
Yeah, I don't know.
It like, cause here's the thing is that they didn't go far. You know, like they
Okay.
were found like a mile away. You know, like
Uh-huh.
it's far, but it's not that far.
On the mountain? That
It's
would be pretty
far,
far.
man,
Yeah.
You go 1 mile up is way more tiring than 1 mile down.
Yeah.
That's a lot of distance to cover the mountain.
I don't know. That's weird to
I
me.
don't know. That's I'm gonna go and say it's like some weird Hills Have Eyes military cover up. Like they weren't researchers; they were being researched.
Yeah.
So we all agree that we don't trust the Russian military.
We don't trust any kind of government.
Yeah.
I don't think any conspiracy theories could say they trust the government.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, for sure. There's a whole bunch of different ones.
Like way too many conspiracies around the government.
Well, guys, that is all the time we have for today. We'll have to leave it on that note because we're all stumped. We don't know. If you know,
Let us know.
Or like if you have your own personal theory.
If you're Russian, let us know.
If you're Russian.
if you know the answer, you work for the government. But thank you guys for joining us today. Thank you, Maria. Go ahead. This camera. Tell the people what you're doing.
Single camera in the room.
plug your Snapchat, plug your Instagram. Go ahead. All 14 people are listening.
I have like I don't actually use social media like that.
Then you don't have to plug anything.
If you're not popular, just say that.
If you're a loser, say that. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching. Tune in next week again. We'll see if we have a guest. We'll see if we just us fucking around. But thank you so much for listening. See you next time. Adios.